Now me and Anna, we're on our way to Chongqing on the high-speed train, and we're on our own. I've rarely been on my own in China before, so yes, it's gonna be fun. Okay, so we got ready after arriving at our hotel in Chongqing, and now we're just gonna go out, walk around a little bit, and maybe eat a little bit and get some drinks or something like that, just see the vibes around. God, me and Anna were so impressed by the views of Chongqing that it's 9:30 and we still don't know what to eat because we've just been like taking pictures and stuff. But we gotta find something to eat because last time we ate, that was for lunch, those noodles. But then again, we're a little bit picky today because we've been eating too much oil and heavy stuff these days. So we're really looking to get something light like a salad or a sandwich, but I doubt they have that many places, so we will see. We sat down at a bar and they have a little food as well. We got sat right at the live band and we can see over the river here in Chongqing. So at this point we were starving, right? They did have a few small dishes here at the bar, so we asked for the service recommendations, in which he told us to get the duck neck. So that's what we got and we tried it. It was okay, but it was a little bit weird to eat, so... But I guess a meal is a meal, right? And then funny story actually, when we were in Chengdu, we went to Dujiangyan and we went to a cafe there where Anna saw some cute guys. And we talked a bit about that, laughed a bit about that, and then moved on with our day. Next thing we know, in Jiuzhaigou, we see them again just standing there taking pictures, in which he then goes up to them and asks if they were the same people in Chengdu, in which they said yes. We took a picture, had a bit of a laugh, then continued on. Well, guess what? They're also in Chongqing. And because of these fateful events happening one after another, we decided to meet up here in Chongqing. So that's what we're gonna do now. And then only one of them showed up with his friend because the other one apparently didn't feel so well. And the friend lives in Chongqing, so he knows the place very well. And they asked us if we'd seen the 22nd floor square yet. And we hadn't, so that's where they took us. So we're at the place where you are at this plaza and you think you're on ground floor, but you're actually on 22nd floor. And it's crazy because it looks so normal, this plaza, but you can look down and we're super high up. So this is where we are. And then if you look down here, what? That's so scary. Anyways, at this point it was already getting kind of late, but we weren't ready to go back to the hotel yet. So the friend suggested to go to this music Livehouse bar, and that's what we did. Yay! 'Cause nothing compares to this. The flowers do like blooming, the leaves will be turning, and snow will be falling. Oh, we'll make you happy. So they taught us this drinking game playing with dices. Basically, you can only see your own dices and you have to guess how many, for example, ones there are in total. And then you just take turns doing that and you can call out each other on their bullshit. If you turn out to be right, then the other person drinks, but if you turn out to be wrong, then you drink.
7-2, really? Really? A2.
It's 10 a.m. and we are coming down to eat breakfast now. The breakfast goes until 1:30, so we have lots of time. And then today we're gonna just walk around a little bit some areas and then gonna watch a musical later. Wow, they have bread and buns and pastries and cake. This shit looks so good. Okay, and there's like Chinese cuisine too. Some different stuff, congee and so on. It is 1 p.m. We're finally out. It took forever to get ready, but we're out finally and we're gonna go somewhere that's fairly close by from where we're staying. A tourist spot and have a look. Yeah, follow along. So we're walking around this old town, and while there are a lot of people, it's very vibey and it's very pretty, and there are many shops. It's also fairly clean compared to like China in general, I think. It's nice. I think their auntie is filming a TikTok. I love. I've gotten tickets for this like tea house where you can also watch like a traditional Chongqing show with like the 变脸 and stuff. Or at least that's what we thought. Originally, we really wanted to go to one of those mountain afternoon tea places, but apparently they all shut down. So we asked the taxi drivers for some recommendations in which we asked several, they all said this one place that we're going to now. So we thought, sure, that must be some nice afternoon tea and maybe with a show. Our expectations were high. So we got seated. I'm not sure what to expect. It doesn't look glamorous. But yeah, we will see. This is what we received so far. I hope this is just like a little first little snack and it's not like all we get, because we expected a full afternoon tea Chinese style. He's pouring tea for us in the most extravagant way. Damn, that's crazy. Wow. Okay, well, it was a bit different from what we expected. We expected full afternoon tea, but Chinese style with, because they said there were gaodian, which is like cakes and stuff, I feel. But it was this kombini snacks, as I said. It was a fun experience still to sit together, because we just had a laugh about everything happening today. It was so chaotic. But yeah, we are gonna hail a cab now. So now we stand on the side. Why they just drive past? People are laughing at us. This is not how China works. God, we're not made for China. This is embarrassing. God, we call it Didi. That's it. Wait, we call it Didi. Ah, somebody stopped.
Eye contact with the foreigner. Okay.
It's the building. Girl, it's the building. Look. Coming.
Where?
There. It's the building with the train.
Oh,
we see
damn.
it right here. This was actually also a place we wanted to see today, but it wasn't possible, so we got lucky here. Okay, we hailed a cab and we're gonna go to the theater place now, and we will find a little bit something to eat around there, because we only ate the breakfast today, because we expected to get a full 10-course meal at the other place we just went to, but it was just a few snacks. What? Okay, we are at the theater. We are 2 hours early, almost. So we're just gonna find some food, because as I said, we haven't eaten all day. We wanted to eat the xiaomiang, which is like a type of noodle dish that's famous here, but it's hard to find a good one. We went into this place that's part of the place, I guess like a canteen, and we're gonna try out the food here. So this is what we got.
Just a small snack for in between.
This is lunch for today at 6 grades. We are shopping for snacks before the theater show, and I think we are feeling Magnum ice cream. We are at the Chongqing 1949 theater, and this is the set. It looks crazy. So basically, the seats, they rotate, or like around the stage like this in a circle. The show is about Chongqing in the year 1949 and a historical drama based on real events and real people, and just a really, really immersive and visually pretty play. There were so many cool effects and ways of storytelling, like they were even hanging from the ceiling, and the lights were really pretty, not to mention the turning scene. And the play was just so well made, and we were so impressed by everything. We just finished the show. I've never in my entire life been more impressed than this. Never in my entire life have I seen anything cooler. That was the best experience ever. What the f***? I was blown away. And after the show, we went to this bar club type of place. It's always so fun to experience the nightlife in another country and another city, and always so fun to interact with the locals. Okay, so after sitting in that music bar for some time, we went to karaoke now. They're hailing the cab the same way we did earlier. God, I didn't think that was a thing here.
Is it ours?
I think we just hailed it.
Yeah, I hailed it.
Also, the nightlife district here in Chongqing is very similar to Hongdae. Okay, we woke up at 11 today because we got back and went to sleep at like 4:30, 5-ish yesterday, which is so bad. But anyways, we woke up at 11 and now we're gonna go and eat some beef dish that's famous around here that was recommended. This is the meal for lunch. We have the Wang Lao Ji here and it's spicy. And this is the Chongqing style cuisine called Chuan Cai. We finished eating the lunch and that was really spicy. And now we need a little coffee to start our day properly. So we're in Starbucks.
By the taxi driver saying about this.
Yeah, low-key we talked about because we went to the little show yesterday, not the theater play, but the one before that, because several taxi drivers we met recommended that, but we low-key felt like we were being scammed. Like we were promised like afternoon tea basically. What we got was just a cup of tea with some, like not even kombini snacks, and a little bit of a circus type of show, like magic show and stuff. Like I like it was okay, but like it's not what we were promised. We have been taken to Chongguan. I guess it's just this cool shopping center that looks a little bit like Changi Airport in Singapore. We sat down at this cafe and I got a little something here. We're all a little bit sleep deprived, so we're just taking a little rest in the center. Okay, so after looking around Chongguan, the mall, we are now headed for hotpot, and then we're gonna stroll around the central area of Chongqing. And now we ordered what we need for the hot pot and we can make this dipping sauce here. God, do you guys see that? The layer of oil here, it's like 2 centimeters thick. now we're walking down 11 floors to get to the base level of Hongyadong. So we walked down the stairs and now we're on 4th floor. And this is what 4th floor looks like. Like what? But we're gonna go down to ground floor. Now on to our next and last stop together, Shanghai, which will come out in part 4 of the China vlog. So thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.